Yo, what's up, everybody? Lobo's here with YoJimbo and Danmaolre in person this time. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
It's weird, like looking side to side instead of just looking to a different corner of the screen.
Yeah,
Right.
I have to get used to it.
So you weren't here last week. You were helping out our friends over at Simple Road with their deal.
I was out of town.
So that was cool. And is that the name of their show though?
No Simple Road.
tomorrow.
No Simple. Okay. Grateful Dead stuff. If you
Podcast.
like Grateful
Wherever-
Dead, check it out.
Yeah, wherever podcasts are available.
But yeah, so episode 4, Fallen Jedi. That was I mean it's almost a plural, right? Because we have a Jedi that falls, we have a Jedi that was
Yeah, that's turned dark. There's a lot
Yeah.
of like layers to that title, and I think
Yeah.
they do that with all the names of the episodes.
Right.
Like
But they have been sticking with the not disclosing the title of the episode on the Disney Plus
yeah,
app
I appreciate that.
until the episode's like aired for at least an hour or two.
Oh, is that it? I thought it was 24 hours.
I watched it about 3 hours later.
And it still didn't have it?
Still did not have it.
Oh wow.
I checked it again about like I would say midnight our time. Still not there.
Wow.
So it's like next day, sometime the next day. is when they're
Yeah,
putting
I don't
it
know
out.
when.
I appreciate that because sometimes the title can give away what's going to happen in the episode. So.
Or sometimes they'll give exactly away in the case of we're assuming they're talking about Ahsoka falling.
Or like the last episode was Time to Fly.
Mhm.
And it was all space stuff.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Directed by Peter Ramsey. I just looked that up.
Yes.
yeah.
I'll have to look at see what else he's done. But, great episode. That's why I wanted to mention him because I thought it was epic.
hmm
Pretty epic.
You know, when we were first starting, we were going through every single detail of these shows, including like, oh, look who's in the intro. It's like,
Yeah.
By the way, who is in the intro?
What do you mean in the intro
Oh.
before the title screen?
Yeah, the blue
Yeah,
and
yeah,
red
let me-
figures. Like,
let's
see who's in the lineup now.
oh, is this really not gonna work because I'm doing too much on one screen?
Mm-hmm.
So as you can tell, we are not in my normal I'm not in my normal
Uh-huh.
spot.
That's fine.
So,
I can just pull it up here.
Welcome to
so
live
things are
TV.
yeah. Sample
Does anybody remember how the episode starts?
yeah, it has like an opening screen and like a little flashback
And then,
and
some people, and then there's some people.
Well, they're trying to get in
So-
contact with Hera,
hold on,
right?
Mhm.
let me get this. Oops, wrong click.
Oh, the weather.
I apologize to anybody who's watching this. This is, live foolery.
Mhm.
That's what I should have. Here, all right. So I'm skip the previously on,
Mhm.
but let's see if we could.
This is kind of like a lot of people complained last week that it was a short episode.
Mhm.
Yes.
So Merrick's in it.
I'm sorry.
Merrick was in the.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see. Oops! Wow, that is not the right, not the right. Merrick, Hu Yang, Stormtrooper. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, you mean in that
Yeah.
The logo flash thing?
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention to those. I assumed it was the same every episode.
No, every episode's
We got
a little
incoming.
bit different. It sounds like a squirrel on the awning,
It did sound like a squirrel throwing things at us.
Hopefully they can hear us.
right?
Yeah.
Is audio.
No, I'm sure somebody would let us know.
Live broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds fine.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Otherwise, we're just talking to ourselves, which is fine, which we do anyways. But
Right,
The
yeah,
whole point is
because
to
who's
share.
watching?
the whole point is to share. Well, people watch us on the rebroadcast.
Yeah, hopefully.
Non-live. Not everybody.
This
is gonna
time,
go on
this
the
is
Thursday.
it.
Right. So, all right. So we start off with them trying to repair Ahsoka's ship that's crash landed. What was the planet name? Do you remember the planet that they crashed on?
Uh,
I don't know. It's
Kiss?
the one.
Something like that. Something.
The one that has the
Red Forest.
the
The Red Forest. Very samurai movie anime.
I was
Look to
going.
it.
I was
Very-
going to mention that there was so many samurai movie elements in this episode. Like there was myriad. The little falling leaf after the fight, like
Right.
nice little touch.
Yeah, no, so Ahsoka was doing all kinds of weird samurai poses during her lightsaber duel. But
Yep.
but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Cetos.
Cetos, yeah.
Cetos.
Sounds like some kind of plant.
But a
food.
very cool art design all around on this planet. Very creepy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Haunted forest.
Well, I
kind of.
remember when the trailers were out, people were thinking that the lightsaber fight in the forest was going to be on that same planet that Ahsoka first meets. Oh God, why can't I remember her name? The
Night Sister.
the Night Sister.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Elsbeth.
Morgan Elsbeth. That's it.
Mhm.
So, but obviously that didn't happen. But yeah. So wait, what do we got here? Ahsoka and Sabine having a little. Let's just throw that in there.
Mhm.
Doing their little deal here.
Yep. Hu Yang doing all the work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course the droids do all the work without
I like
getting proper recognition.
I like Hu Yang getting the little action.
Oops.
Mhm.
Combat action. I should be specific.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
He got to fight another droid. Like
he's not a combat droid, but he's been alive for a long time.
Well,
so
yeah, but he's a trainer though of sorts too.
yeah,
Like,
he is
the-
a combat trainer.
Uh-huh.
Like he's
Yeah.
literally a combat training droid. So
Yeah, I mean they showed it last episode. Was it last episode or the episode
yeah,
before?
it was last time.
Where he was training Sabine he was doing four sabers and she had
He was
she had just
Gemma
the
Grievous
one. Yeah.
mode.
I mean, that was like a simple mode. Like we're trying to get like the forms right,
Right.
having like pass through the right planes. I'm sure there's other forms where those are moving and. Such.
But I like his the comedy with him. It's not too in your face,
Mhm.
No,
but
that-
there is it's humor.
I did like the
Like
little
this-
ship when the ship
this-
gets like wrecked and like
this
that's
shot-
gonna take longer,
This shot of just the ship sitting there seems like it's from a samurai movie.
especially
It's like
since
a-
there's dropping Wassa, like
Yeah,
dropping.
but it's a
the-
nice mix of sci-fi and just this whole planet is so cool. Like
Mhm.
throughout this entire episode, looks so great. Really impressed with the design. I like when the guard covers Hu Yang's mouth
Mhm.
and he actually gets he's a droid, but that's a running gag in Star Wars. So
Yeah.
I'm glad they brought
Well,
that.
yeah, but it's a running gag,
It's a feature.
but
Not a
but
not a
still
bug.
the audio has to
It
come
gets-
out of the droid somewhere. So if you do have your hand over a
It does
speaker,
muffle
it
it.
does muffle it. So
I know it's just humorous. It's in the Star Wars anyway.
yeah,
It's been done many times. Like to shut the C-3PO up.
Mhm.
I figure that some droids actually have a switch to mute their voice over their mouth,
Mhm.
so that it's more
I would imagine so.
more intuitive for humans.
But would it be a switch or would it be like just
Well-
in the programming, like turn your voice box off?
Well, that same thing. Like,
Like-
it's a function of.
But like
their-
if there was a
programming.
manual switch, that'd be kind of nice.
well, there is a manual switch you can see through behind his head. Remember?
Mhm.
Well,
to
yeah,
switch
but
them
that's
off.
to turn them off. There's the same thing on Hugen.
Yeah, he got switched off too,
Yeah.
rather unceremoniously.
Yeah, I think those are like that important switches that droids have, because there's gonna be times when you just want them to shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
It's like that. You want that, and you want like the restrictor. What's the retaining bolt or whatever?
restraining bolt. Yeah.
Yeah, the restraining bolt.
There's Marok and Hadi.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Oops.
Okay, I gotta say it. I really love when Star Wars builds up a villain, and then they're nothing but hot air.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Is
he got snow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, here's a big villain of the show. Bye. Halfway through, like,
what do you
Oh, that
mean?
you thought Marok was gonna be
The
like
Marok?
no, I just thought he was gonna be play a bigger role throughout the entire thing.
or last longer. Maybe we'll see him again. Maybe
Well,
easy come, easy go, and then
That's
vice
true.
versa.
I just
are you
Maybe she just puts a potion back on it.
zombie Merrick?
Yeah, on his helmet, and he's
Mhm.
back in business.
Give him some more Night Witch smoke.
She put him. I'm guessing that she is the one that created him, using their powers. This is something that we've seen in Clone Wars and also in Rebels. So,
Yeah, are you referring to Inquisitors being overblown threats?
no, everybody calls him a Inquisitor. I was never. He had the lightsaber, but I never thought.
well,
he
I
was an
mean, he had
Inquisitor.
full armor deal, really. Like that's
Why,
all.
why is that Inquisitor armor?
Have you not played Fallen Order?
Yes, I did, but they don't have armor like that.
Kinda,
I mean, the mask maybe,
but the
the lightsaber is the only thing that kind of reminds me of
I mean, it does the whirly thing,
the whirly
Mhm.
thing.
and he didn't
The
fly
whirly-
with it. Dang it!
The only time he really did the whirly thing in combat did not end well.
That takes the extra package that she didn't want to spring for extra features.
Right?
I was confused what she was looking for in this theme. Sabine,
Oh,
she starts panicking,
right. That's just
and then
oops.
Ahsoka finds it for her, but I guess it's a clip for a gun.
Something.
I thought it was going to be like Ezra's little message.
I think it is the Ezra's little message thing.
Just I think they feel like I feel like they're keep dropping
Oops. I pushed
Ezra
it.
as an idea in this episode.
Mhm.
Mention him. She's looking for his message puck.
Mhm.
Just so that you remember why they're doing this. Kind of drive that home a little bit.
I'm an Ezra doubter, though. Like,
I would be excited, and they don't have to do this, but if Ezra's like evil,
Because
he's been
because
gone
he's
so
been hanging
long.
out with like.
He's been gone so long. Like
I'm just,
that would
like,
be a
wondering,
tragedy.
What?
and
Well, what's he
Star
been
Wars is full of
doing?
tragedy.
I don't.
Like,
I
what's he
don't.
been doing though?
I mean, Ezra was hanging out with Darth Maul. For a
Yeah,
while.
he's hanging out with Darth Maul.
So like he was kind of
Teetering.
yeah.
He was
Because he's like Maul's
gaslit.
not so bad. Like this guy's kind of cool. Like
exactly.
you know.
He kept saying that.
yeah. He's
For a
like
couple of
what?
seasons there. Remember, he even went to Tatooine to like find Maul, didn't he? Try to
Did he? Well, I mean, Maul went to Tatooine to try to find Obi-Wan.
yes,
You know.
but Ezra was also on Tatooine, wasn't he? And then
No, but Ezra had the vision of the twin sons, I think,
okay,
and that's what led Maul to Tatooine.
okay.
Right? Is that? Did you want?
I know that's
Yeah.
outside of episodes I've watched.
Okay. Yeah,
Spoilers.
that's like final season of Rebel.
Great episode. One of the best. One of the best.
Sorry.
episodes.
Sorry.
Jedi samurai fights. That's another
I was kind of hoping maybe that Marok was like a resurrected Darth Maul. Like once like the Sith magic thing
one.
or whatever, the
Or at
Night
least a
Sister magic,
Dathomirian.
yeah,
One of those Dathomirian.
some
warriors.
other Dathomirian. Well, I mean, we
Yeah,
had
that'd be
Maul,
cool
we had
too.
Savage Opress,
Yes.
and
And there's a bunch of other guys
Yeah.
running around that she could have just grabbed them and then used a spell.
yeah,
That's what the Dathomir witches do. They put spells on dudes and make them fight.
Yeah.
Make them killers.
Yeah.
Good times.
good times.
Good times.
But this whole scene of them leaving the ship and then Hu Yang saying, "You guys should stay together. You're always better that way." Kind of
Right.
away message.
Mhm.
Right, but that's I mean, we are jumping through this faster than I'm letting this thing run. But yeah,
Well, I mean, this is just a little conversation here. She's trying to tell Sabine to relax and everything. It's like, yeah,
Mhm.
in this creepy ass forest. Oh,
but we skipped this whole part that happens before the fight.
yes.
Yeah.
Hera,
You get to see some fleet.
I'd also like to point out that Balin did not kill a crew of that ship. Not all of them,
right?
because there's more people who were on the deck, like on the bridge.
Yeah,
of that
he's not
ship.
a useless killer.
Well, he's
not
like,
just a-
yeah, they killed the threats.
Yeah,
yeah,
the ones
you know.
that are trying to kill him.
yeah, he's not necessarily just trying to like kill everybody.
Right.
Did I see Warwick Davis in the background, or am I just?
What the? No, that's just a short person.
Oh, just
It's
okay.
not. It's not Warwick.
I think they prefer little person.
No, that is a short person, not a little person.
Oh,
There's a difference.
oh,
You're not talking about Jason.
no.
That's a short person.
Jason's a child.
Yes. That's why he's so short.
That's
Right.
right, and we get to see Jason. In this episode.
Right, yeah. So there's a nice little shot of Hera, Jason. I
Uh-huh.
think is Chopper in there. I'm not really sure,
Ah.
but I do like the fact that when Hera starts talking to another person of the Republic,
Mhm.
she tells
You senator?
she says in the direction of Jason and Chopper, watch him.
Mhm.
But it's not clear who she's telling who to watch.
Right.
Was this last episode?
Yeah.
In the last
I'm pretty sure
episode,
that it's
did we
watch
see-
Chopper.
I
Right?
wasn't here for last episode, but Mon Mothma was seen in the previous episode.
Yes.
Right.
Uh,
Like
That Senator
People were
Katsuni
right here.
Of course,
is
there's
the
always.
father of the Resistance Kaz. Did you guys mention that?
Mhm.
It's Kaz's
Oh.
father. That's Senator.
Kaz from
Resistance.
Resistance. Yes.
So that was
If
interesting.
people watching this, if you haven't watched Resistance, once you get over the fact that the animation looks super childish, it is actually a decent show.
I'm gonna admit I did not watch it. I watched a few, like the first season, maybe
Yeah.
a few is better. But it's cool that they're doing little nods to.
Yeah,
other Star Wars
but like
things.
if you're especially if you're a sequel fan, it's got BB-8, it's got Poe Dameron stuff, it's got a whole bunch of
Poe
First
Dameron's in
Order stuff. I mean, it's tougher for guys like me who are kind of hardcore OG trilogy, and you know, the prequel trilogy had to grow on me. Mostly thanks to Dave Filoni making an awesome Clone Wars animated series, but you know,
But Resistance takes place.
yeah, Resistance takes
like
place
10 years after this show, right?
Resistance takes place like right before
Episode
The Force Awakens.
7.
So it's
Yeah,
like
so-
a kind of a lead
So
in.
Kaz is probably not even born yet, or maybe just a baby.
Right. But,
You know, of course, since we're mentioning the previous episode, of course there's going to be a certain section of the fandom who are going to complain about, like, oh, you used that Mon Mothma when we have, like, original Mon Mothma at home. Like,
yeah, but like original Mon Mothma,
or
Like-
they get, like,
No, but this actress
How-
played her in 2005 and
Right.
3.
yeah.
well, yeah,
So
but
she passed the torch.
that the episode 3 footage was kind of chopped out, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. So
But they already had her, and she's aged with the part now, so she's perfect. You know, the
Right.
actress is like aged with the part.
so
Onward.
she's not here right now, but I am gonna give friend of the show, Emily, a little bit of credit. She pointed out that Hera's hat and Liku
Uh-huh.
looks like she's just got some booty shorts on her head.
I mean, they are Twi'leks.
Yeah. So, but it's like,
It's basically head cleavage.
so
That's what it is.
So she covers up the head cleavage, like,
Mhm.
right.
so, what?
Oh, that's our little friend Koa.
Yeah,
Mhm.
little puppy. Maybe we'll bring him on near the end of the show so y'all can see some Rottweiler cuteness. But yeah, booty shorts on her head.
But
Yeah.
it was cool to see this
That's-
scene. First of all, you see the ghost.
Yes.
I was
You
also
see the
gonna,
ghost in
Yeah,
live
I was
action.
trying
The
to-
B-17
You also-
bomber, basically.
there's also a little
Kanan, where
on her dad, yeah.
on her dash.
On her dashboard.
Wow,
It's really hard to like see.
I'll have to zoom in and do a
Yeah, I don't know. If
do
we'll be
a
able to
zoom
do
and
it, but
enhance like a
I-
Blade
yeah.
Runner.
It's there though. It's someone did like a screenshot. It's the most blurry thing. You can totally tell. Like, what's the thing? I don't know what
Let's
shot it's
see.
in though.
And I wonder what actor they have in the photo.
That's a good question.
That's probably why it's blurry.
Mm-hmm.
That way it doesn't have to be.
They can
Screen
basically
accurate.
cast it double, basically, or like.
I mean,
someone
as
non-professional.
long as it's not the guy who did the voice.
Great
acting,
mom taking
'cause-
her kid into a combat situation. All
'cause-
right.
Well,
She's not going to leave him with this inept
he's
New
got to learn.
Republic.
He's got to learn sometime.
No, yeah, they have a history. I mean, they had Ezra was a kid. Sabine was essentially a kid when she was a teenager.
Right.
Right.
But I'd say a teenage man.
Yeah, that's a good- that's a good shot.
I
the
only
ghost right
expected
there.
her to go, but when they had all those X-wings
yeah.
roll up and you have what's his name?
Oh, Carson.
oh, Carson Teva. Yeah, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get any Zeb.
Yeah.
in the-
Especially after having him.
Yeah,
Carson
there-
hanging out with him.
There's Carson.
Yeah, Zeb's on.
Good old Carson.
He's
Kim's
probably
convenience. Yeah.
Zeb's
Yeah.
like a squadron leader or something, probably. So he's probably doing
Right.
missions.
Hey, he's like the
And he's
aspirational
also-
figure, though. Like, if you like Star Wars enough and talk about it constantly, maybe you can get your
Right.
own character.
Yeah.
To be fair, Zeb is probably cost 10 times the price to have him in an X-wing,
Yeah.
just
And-
for a few shots.
Even if it's just his head.
And you know he's like a
It's
loyalist, though. Like, hey, you're not going to give me my own show? That's fine. I'll keep like showing up whenever you need me. Like, he did not seem very contentious with the organization, really. Yeah.
Now the ring is now in
Because-
the atmosphere,
Mhm.
and when they showed flying out. Like I was just wondering how that works. Maybe it's just easier.
Is it really in the atmosphere, or is it just like
because
a
they leave?
huge-
Remember at the end they leave. Well, we'll see it later.
But yeah, but it's like a huge huge thing that's in
Oh,
orbit. I
no-
mean, is
no
it
doubt.
really?
No,
Does it-
it literally flies through the clouds at the end of the episode. But we'll
oh,
see it
you're
later.
right. You're right.
We'll
You're
see it
right.
later. But just an interesting choice. Maybe they needed to like do some stuff on the outside and needed some atmosphere. I don't know.
Give it a paint job.
Yeah, exactly. Let the paint dry in the
Yeah.
air. In the thin
Do some
atmosphere.
pressure testing.
Yeah. A wizard did it. In this case, a witch did it.
They sprayed like soap on every like point of the hull and like
You
look
see
for
those droids,
bubbles
like,
on the
squeeging,
outside.
squeeging,
They coat it with some Purgle blubber to give it.
I mean, it's the best lubricant in the universe, man.
Why-
It
why do you-
literally can lubricate you to go to light speed.
Like, why do you think they're on that Purgle planet? They need some of that Purgle whale oil.
Oh man, I wonder how much that would be worth. What's
Purgle
Probably enough to
ambergris?
buy your own.
Hey, yeah,
Star Destroyer.
Purgle ambergris.
Find it floating in space.
Oh,
It's probably
gross.
one of the most expensive oils in the
Oof.
universe, the galaxy.
Yikes!
but
Yikes!
the perfumes.
Oh, I jumped way too far
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
how'd that happen.
because I clicked
Clicked
the
on the
line
thing
instead of the. Yeah.
instead of the jump forward.
Dang.
You want to go back?
I'm
Yeah.
way far ahead.
Okay, there we go.
All right, so they run through the forest, which is awesome looking. Do you think the forest is a volume?
I think like there is
Mixed
some
volume?
prop trees
Yeah.
and shrubbery and whatever, but yeah, it's probably most of the volume.
She's looking very like medieval squire in this
Mm-hmm.
in this one. Like my knight's gonna kick your butt.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah,
got
that
a
is-
pauldron.
that is, dang it! I keep clicking the wrong thing. Yeah, I got to do this with 2 screens from now on.
Mm-hmm.
She does look very squire-ish.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah.
But she basically, I mean, essentially, yes.
I mean, she's Padawan. You can't
Yeah.
really. Oh, so yeah. So I don't get why Sabine starts the fight off with her blasters, since she's fighting someone she knows has a lightsaber. It can just deflect all that shit
Maybe
right
you
back
got a
at
lucky
her.
shot. I mean, she is Mandalorian. That's the go-to.
Puncher's chance.
All of
I would have went
Mandalorian-
straight flamethrower.
Yeah,
Flamethrower. I agree.
everything Mandalorian is designed to fight.
Harpoon gun flamethrower. Reel it in and roast it. Like
And she
One
does-
and the other.
She has
Yeah,
experience
it's literally-
fighting.
It's literally tether,
Yeah.
flamethrower,
yeah,
job done.
She does have experience fighting.
and then
Force
maybe
users,
some
so-
Missile rack.
yeah. The what do they call it? Screaming whatever.
I
Yeah,
mean, ultimately, it comes down because it helps. with
whistling
story.
bird. That's it.
Oh, she probably can't afford those.
Well,
Those are expensive.
Come on, she's
Yeah,
had,
so you
she
got-
had famous friends. She had like rich friends. Kind of, not really.
One thing
Well,
is
then again,
affording
they
them,
were-
another one's like actually getting your hands on them.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what's the state of Mandalore. It still hasn't been
well, I mean,
saved yet, right? They're all
farther
hiding.
along in the episode,
He uses
yeah,
it against her.
Balin does says your family was all destroyed and all that.
She's
So
alone.
I was actually
Bo-Katan even
wondering-
like her? I don't even know if they like each other.
it seems like that's another thing. Bo-Katan's like her cousin,
But
right?
didn't
Right,
Bo
I was gonna-
steal the blade from her?
I was gonna-
No,
She
no.
gave it to her.
Yeah, Sabine
Yeah.
gave the dark saber to Bo-Katan.
which is part of the problem.
Right,
I know that much at least.
Yeah.
right. But
Just giving it to her.
but there's also the like I was kind of confused about later on in the episode when Balin says, all your family was destroyed.
Uh-huh.
Like, is he referring to the Purge of Mandalore, or is he returning to the fact that
A house.
later
House
on,
Red?
like in Mandalorian season 3, the the Kree's castle where where Bo-Katan was living gets destroyed,
I don't think that's happened yet.
or has it? I don't know.
Man,
I think it's
because
showed
we're,
it
because
before.
we're like kind of hazy on the timeline.
Yeah,
right?
there's no way to know.
Boom.
Oh man,
that's
Yeah,
that's
cool.
it.
there we go.
There's
Like,
just cool shot after cool shot in
another-
this whole scene.
another samurai.
Can you
Influence.
believe? And I don't want to give them too much attention, but there's
Right.
people complaining like, "Oh, the lightsaber fighting wasn't so good," and like they're fighting
That-
like girls, and like
Oh,
like-
you know what? I didn't notice that
Like-
before, and now in this light,
Uh-huh.
that looked. Hold on, I don't want
Show
to
too much.
show
of it
show
was-
too much and get
What I'm
pre-demonetized.
saying is like
But-
what do you want? Like this is one of the most epic episodes of any show, and you're still gonna nitpick.
Like the classic samurai shot, like of the aftermath of
Uh-huh.
the
Right, cutting him in half.
there he goes.
That is kind of.
Green. I told you it was green.
Oh, right.
Green.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
It
definitely magic.
didn't really look like it, but that is kind of a greenish smoke.
Yeah, that's
So yeah,
Night
that's
Sister magic.
definitely Night Sister magic. I didn't notice that on the
It's the
screen
same
I was
stuff with
watching
our
on. Didn't,
holograms. The same stuff.
didn't look that detailed.
Yeah, you mentioned like, oh yeah, use like the Night Sister magic on him. What's to say I guess he's stuck on this side of the like galaxy, so he can't really come back as zombie. Like,
She could probably just make another one. Of
just
him.
get another one.
Yeah.
Just get another like golem.
It's probably. I mean, in Clone Wars, it's a process. They do a ceremony, and there's it's work, but
Mhm.
they'll have Marok 2 coming up soon.
The Morocco sequel.
Mhm. Mhm.
Lighting was good in this because what I like they really they worked on is getting the lighting from the lightsabers to glow on people's faces.
Yeah.
Right.
Before it was just a light stick that
Mhm.
they would rotoscope in, and you wouldn't get like that lighting. Now you get like the shadows and everything with the lightsabers. It looks so much more real.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Just the way they cast light is fantastic.
Classic Star Wars or
The countdown.
Right.
Yeah,
Let me.
like
Danger.
Danger.
They
Danger
they
countdown.
can't see that yet. I mean, oops! I keep clicking the wrong crap. Yeah, definitely from now on dual screen. This is way more complicated than I anticipated. Yeah, no, that it's like that distance to firing,
Uh-huh.
Death Star approaching.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I didn't even think about that, but yes, absolutely.
what I was
Clearing the planet.
Yeah.
what I was saying, one of my friends was they should sell a clock that looks like this. I mean, there's not 12 dots on this thing, but they
Guaranteed
could make one.
within a month. They'll have like a dial for like Apple Watch or whatever.
Right. Yeah, exactly. A smartwatch face for it. That'd be perfect. Perfect.
They do it for all sorts of things, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I didn't even think of I don't wear a smartwatch, so I wouldn't think of that off the top of my head. But yeah, so then we got so Ahsoka defeated Marok, and she left Sabine just fighting Shin Hati.
Yeah.
But so what I noticed when Sabine switched to using a lightsaber, she also had her helmet knocked off her. Like that seemed like her helmet came off really freaking easily.
Yeah, for a
And
bunch
then-
of people who don't take their helmets off, like that helmet.
Well,
comes
she,
off.
yeah, she doesn't,
Right?
she doesn't fall.
But she,
Yeah.
but yeah,
But she got force punched really hard, so
That's true. She did.
it knocked her.
but she also, when before like Sabine used that hidden blaster in her wrist gauntlet, she just
Finally.
put her hand out, and Shin was like, "You have no power. Like you just realized now
Uh-huh.
she doesn't have power. Like we were expecting, because she like reeled back, like she was expecting a
Because she's
force
because
push.
she had a lightsaber. She's a lightsaber user, so she's
Right.
like, "Whoa, you don't actually have any force."
Right.
And you get an Anakin mention here. That's kind of interesting.
Right.
Foreshadowing
Yeah,
of
this is-
Anakin.
Right when Balin was saying, "Your master spoke highly of you," and she's
Mhm.
like, "He didn't say anything about you."
Yeah, like they're talking about like how many people does Balin know? Balin
Well, I mean, Anakin was kind of a superstar as far
True.
as Jedis were
Right,
concerned. Like
also
he
probably
was the
controversial.
chosen one and all that.
Yeah.
But
He says as much here.
Been
yeah.
rejected. So yeah.
yeah, so it's like, why would
Everybody
Anakin
knew.
bother himself with Balin? I
Yeah.
mean, just some
We-
crusty old dude.
We
Well, he
don't
was
know,
a
we don't
young
know what
guy.
he was
Well,
doing.
yeah, this was 20 years ago.
We don't know what he was doing during like the time of the Clone Wars.
It'd be interesting to see a
66.
flashback. I was saying like Star Wars Visions or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be like he's the
with Caleb.
That would be really cool.
Or Tales of the Jedi. I should
Tales of
say.
the Jedi, yeah. I knew what you meant.
To see Balin like, point of view during
Mhm.
Order 66.
Yeah. Because I mean, recasting Rey would not be nice.
But it's
Yeah.
kind of one
People-
thing
people are
people
such-
pointed out is like, how is Balin so strong that he can take on Ahsoka? Like, we need to have his backstory.
People are suggesting that if he doesn't have like an ending in the series, expect something like the Vader suit. And
Yeah,
transformation,
I was thinking that too. Like,
mask him.
turn him into some kind of version of like Mountain from Game of Thrones.
You know, they've
just-
already had precedent. They can use Death and Mirror magic to bring him back from the dead and make him fight.
Yeah, and just put a helmet on him, and have him not talk. It's
Doesn't
A
it's not as good
recast-
though. It's not as good as Ray Stevenson though.
yeah,
no,
no,
nothing will be
that is
replaced. Rest in peace.
that is true.
Yeah.
Power, rest in power,
Yeah, because he is a
Dark-
powerful presence.
dark
on
side
screen.
power. Yeah,
Rest
yeah.
in
Actually, yeah.
Sith.
Anything that he's in, he's been a pretty dominant. I mean, just look at the guy. He's a
How
beast,
tall was he?
beast of a man. I think he's over 6 foot. I
Yeah,
don't really know off
6'5",
the top
I
of
think
my
it
head.
was.
Yeah, about 6.5 feet tall.
Towering.
Yeah. Massive presence.
Great fight scene here.
Mm-hmm.
Sabine, Ahsoka gets a couple shots in, a couple good swipes. He gets kind of annoyed, like her blade almost touches his face.
Right, but he basically overpowers almost the entire time. Like every time they get into like a blade lock, he's just controlling it.
His style is like the heavy blade. Like he's like
Yeah.
double handing that thing. Well, he's single handing it right there.
Yeah,
But like the
but
way he
he's broad-
swings, it's like each swing is a death swing.
Okay, I hate to
he's
be-
gonna chop her in half.
I hate to be really nerdy about swords, but yes, he's fighting from a high guard. Like the way he's doing that, like you fight from the high guard, and you basically just have to like bring it down. Like that's
Yeah,
like the entire move is.
No,
Yeah, no, it's the bring the hammer down. Just
be nerdy. Like they probably have master swords. Choreographers.
But it is very much like inspired by broadsword style. And like as soon as I saw her going like backhand, like it's like, oh, how are you gonna like do the whole like strength thing? And even when she did, like he just kind of like, whoop, right around,
Oh yeah, he did a full
like
the
all
full
the way around
360 to it.
Yeah, twice too. So
Yeah, he's really strong.
yes,
Yes, I could have just. But hold on. Sorry, a little quiet spot.
You should
Mhm.
be. No, it's a great fight. The whole scene with like the map. I kind of thought the way they set this up, I kind of thought they were going to stop it from happening.
Right.
Mhm.
So this is
Of course, you have the supreme bad guy up in the being all frustrated in the control room. How much longer?
Mhm.
20 seconds.
it's probably more than Disney wants.
Yeah. So, so when she grabbed the map,
Yes,
did anyone else think what I thought?
Indiana Jones. Talk.
Indiana Jones.
Boom. But he only got half the side. He didn't get the side with the other rest of the Benjamins.
Yeah,
Is
but
that going to matter for her?
I don't know. She got like
'Cause-
she got the
Yeah,
top
yeah.
part.
I mean, they did get. There is the readings that Hu Yang did.
Mhm.
So and yeah, there's. I'll bring that back up. There's that helmet just sitting in the forest on the floor.
Mhm.
But yeah, I definitely did notice
Wait, did Sabine not go back for her helmet?
I don't. It doesn't seem like she did.
That's.
Oh, you mean like in
There's-
general? Does she have the helmet when she's?
I don't. I feel like the
Later?
last scene, she's not wearing her helmet.
Like no, like
I
and
don't
she's and
And she's bound.
yeah, and she's bound. There's that is a very angry face on Ahsoka there.
She was not balanced.
No, not
No.
at all. She was very
Which is probably why
emotional fighting.
She ends up not doing so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like what works for her? Drop kick. Like the one thing that works on any force user. Drop kicks. And
Drop
jump
kicks.
kicks.
Yeah, because you can't.
Well, you can't just force push someone jump kicking you? I guess you're not prepared for it.
No. Let's see, wait, is this? Oh yeah, this is it. I'd probably just let this. Bring that back in there. Go over here.
Was good to see a
So
good,
this is
good force user
Ahsoka
fight.
burning her hand there.
Hot,
kinda-
but not hot enough to burn the bush.
Could there have been another way to do that without having to physically touch that thing?
Yeah,
Maybe she could
It's-
have just like stabbed it with her lightsaber.
yeah, or just hit it.
But you know
Hit
what?
it with the butt of her
you know
lightsaber
what?
out of the.
I take that back because she doesn't want to destroy the map.
No.
She's still there's
No,
holding out a
well-
chance that maybe she can use the map to find.
She also put it into people like put it
She's the
into
one who saved that map from the tomb. Like she discovered that.
right, but she definitely put it into the audience's head that like it's a thing that needs to be destroyed potentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Maybe she thought there was hope that maybe she didn't have to destroy it
Mhm.
because it does mean end of it.
Right. That was where the like was Sabine going to be able to do what is necessary in the moment?
Oh, she's given devil horns.
Oh yeah. So this is. Let's see. All right, we got. I'm trying to find the right pause spot. So this is Ahsoka first noticing that Shin Hati is back
Without Sabine.
and Sabine's not there. And usually, lightsaber fight, one person comes back. That means the other person's dead.
Yes.
So this is Ahsoka's like grief-stricken moment right here. And then, obviously a couple frames later, yeah, look at that. She is sad. She's got one nostril flared funny, like
a little snarl.
boom. All right.
Yeah, and Balin takes advantage.
Oh
Yeah,
man, but
Of course he does.
but he's also not wrong. Like, there's only one way the Jedi. Oh yeah, Jedi are incredibly high-minded until it's time to kill you with a lightsaber.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
So here's a good.
She was there for hostile negotiations. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but to be fair, she's not representing the Jedi.
No.
Well, I mean,
They-
But
they-
neither is he. But
Yeah,
like,
they're both they're basically having private beef.
yeah.
Is that really? Is it burned? Is it burned into her hand? Because I didn't notice. Yeah, I didn't really
I feel like
notice that
she's-
she had hand wraps.
She's
on.
definitely injured.
Right.
Did not feel good.
No.
Probably reduced her
Not
force
effective.
power bar
Yeah.
like by like 3.
Yeah,
She
she
lost
quarters.
like
She got-
5% combat effectiveness, which is
Yeah.
kind of significant when you're at like peak.
And then
performance.
seeing that Hottie is there without Sabine, like her
Right.
her
But
what level would that be in an RPG? Like it's just
like
her
her willpower went down a
Yeah,
little bit.
force of will is diminished.
Yeah.
She's hurting.
But this is right though, right when she realizes Sabine just pops out. Like
yeah,
right.
like, hi, I'm here.
Well, they didn't have
Yeah.
they didn't have comms.
There's Sabine holding like the comms were jammed still at this
Yes,
point.
so that she didn't know. But she sees her, so she's like, okay.
Is she okay? She's got the gun on Balin right now.
Yeah, but I think she has the map already.
She knows that trying to
But
shoot
yeah,
him would
now
be
she
useless,
has.
though. Like,
Oh,
if Hottie can
yeah.
deflect, he definitely can deflect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but now then she takes the
Map,
map ball and
which I want on my
Is-
desk, by the way.
and
paperweight.
she's just kind of holding
Disney,
it.
Can you make those as a paperweight?
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely.
They should. I mean, they used to have those. Remember the baseball like case thing with the little stand? Just change it to that thing.
Just a Dathomir map.
Yeah,
Dathomir and which map?
They're leaving money on the table without making some of these props for people.
I
right.
want it more than a holocron. I don't know why.
I want the dagger from Rise of Skywalker. Okay, I can't keep that bit going.
That's yeah.
Because I mentioned it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, that
and I'll mention it
dagger
again
thing
next
is
week.
just. But this like, I'm gonna put my gun against this thing.
I'm gonna
in
blow my own hand off.
Like,
I'm gonna blow my own hand off. That's how serious I am.
They could
Yeah.
grow it back.
Yeah, she can get a metal hand.
yeah, I mean,
Like, little-
look at Luke got a brand new hand, and that was before this takes place.
yeah,
The tech is available.
and like not even like a metallic one. He gets like
Yeah.
a good one.
Well, at first, and then
I have a feeling, considering how hard it was for Balin to destroy this thing, that it would have done nothing.
No,
I think he kind of knows that.
probably would like bing, like
Yeah.
fly out of her
Well,
hand.
Maybe scorch the edge of it, but it's not.
It took some serious lightsabering to like put it out of its
Right? That's Dathomir magic is pretty tough.
it
Pretty
is.
rugged.
It is.
I mean, it lasted for thousands of years, so it's definitely not
Oh man,
a trifle.
he's mind tricking her a little bit.
Oh yeah, he definitely used some force influence in.
But she is weighing her options. Like, I do actually
You
want
want-
to find. Ezra.
you want your buddy Ezra back.
But
You know this is the only
but
way.
Ahsoka should have known taking her into that situation was like pretty
She's
dangerous.
compromised.
Yeah,
Right.
she's emotionally compromised completely.
At the same time, Ahsoka probably knows like the Force is gonna
Right.
can unfold the way it wants to. So maybe this is the way.
Maybe
it needs to
it's a
be.
good learning experience.
Maybe
Like,
this is what
this
he
is the way
thought.
it's meant to be. Like, gonna have to face it sometime. And no, it's okay.
I keep leaning forward in front of you.
There we go. All right.
But yeah, so I thought this was kind of a Balin offers Sabine, come with us and we won't hurt you. But 2 seconds later,
Boom.
there's Shinhati choking her.
Yeah, he's like, I wasn't gonna hurt you, but
Yeah.
she's gonna do. She's pissed,
Yeah, of course she's pissed. She just had Ahsoka throw her into a freaking wall.
and she's even more annoyed that she's not allowed to hurt her because Balin made
Right.
Mhm.
a deal.
All right.
I like her steampunk.
The aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
like dials and clocks and stuff.
All brass
In the
and
Star Wars,
bronze.
in the Star Wars sense, at least.
It's old and new all at the same time.
Mhm.
She has a factory. Like she can make so many droids. It's those HKs and then whatever. She just pumps them out.
Right. So there's a pretty good shot of Hu Yang. And he finally gets in contact with Hera. Oh yeah, that was another good spot.
Mhm.
So I had to take this back out. I don't need that.
Jason's green hair.
Jason's green hair's, but it's like believable green hair.
Mhm.
But that's another cool shot with the map up around the Stonehenge thing.
He's got chlorophyll in his hair.
So he's part plant.
Mm-hmm.
Twi'leks are part plant.
Apparently so.
Yeah,
All right, the destruction of the map.
that's a good old. So then this is why Ahsoka needed to burn herself, I guess. I think it's a little silly, but okay. You know, Tot took it for the team. She took it through a glove. That
Even
Tot took it right out the fire.
even if they could figure out the map where they went, like don't have the giant hyperspace where you get there. Like,
They don't.
I mean, it takes
but-
a massive hyperspace engine.
But they
to
do have a Corellian shipyard with all kinds of like scrap.
maybe.
They have the Corellian shipyard. They got the map. They got.
I have a feeling Ahsoka is going to use the world between worlds, but we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
right.
I feel like she's going to step through a doorway.
Just step through in this.
I really hope they don't do something like that.
It can go any direction right now.
They can.
It's really weird where they left it off.
But-
Oh yeah.
I like
But
that.
then, like, what is Hera's purpose in this? If like she's
Oh yeah. So we kind of skipped.
She's going to
that.
fret.
right, like what?
Wring her
what-
hands and fret.
Oh wait, nope, that's her cape. I thought just for a split second,
Mhm.
I thought the end of Shin's cape was Shin holding
the helmet.
the helmet, but no, it's not. So Sabine is helpless, helmetless
Which might as well be helpless.
for Mando. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. I mean,
they can prove the proof.
she's been pretty resilient without her helmet in the Rebel series,
Mhm.
but you know that was cartoons. This is live action. We'll see what happens.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's see here. We had kind of skipped the end of the Balin Ahsoka fight. We're mentioning on what happens with Ahsoka,
Mhm.
where Balin kind of uses her distraction. Ahsoka being distracted by Sabine being there
Mhm.
to knock her off the cliff.
Yeah.
Like there was no, like it was. He clearly didn't chop Ahsoka in half or anything like that. It was just a kind of a power,
Yeah.
pushing her lightsaber, knocking her off balance, off of the cliff.
Right. But she made enough of a block that it just knocked her off.
Yeah, no body, no death. That
Nobody
was one of the
knew
that's
that.
Right.
the classic Star Wars.
Right. Mace Windu lives. Oh.
Mace-
I think so. So there it goes, leaving
Okay,
the
yeah.
planet's atmosphere. But why they were there, I guess maybe
Because it
we'll never
looked
know.
cool.
Well, I mean, it's
So
probably
you could see it in
easier.
the shot when they
The
look
rule
up.
of cool.
It's probably easier to get
Material.
the shuttle up to its level and to dock the shuttle in atmosphere than it would be to do it in space.
Maybe they had to be close.
You know.
Maybe you're right.
Because you wouldn't have to use the airlocks if you're in atmosphere. In space, you got to use the airlock system, and even though it's just force fields, but
Mhm.
is what it is. But it is a beautiful
Oh,
shot.
Dathomir Witch did it.
Mm-hmm.
Them witches. So I kind of just shut that. So here we
You
get
got a whole squadron of X-wings showing up. So cool,
yeah, Squadron X-wings flanking the Ghost.
right?
That's it right there. That's
And you got the S foils.
You got to say the thing.
Attack speed. Classic.
so. Speaking of getting to say the thing,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they dropped the ball just a little bit. But we're almost they're almost there.
The other
Yeah.
getting to say the thing.
Yeah, the other getting to say the
He
thing.
did, but
And
yes.
he said it, but he said it wrong
He did say it wrong.
or incomplete.
What did you say?
Well,
We'll get to there.
we'll get
Okay,
we'll get
okay.
there. We'll get there. Oops.
Because that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I am just skipping 10
Well,
seconds at a
well,
time.
it's like-
Skip right by it.
It's like in the previous episode, people complained that Sabine almost had the line, but she didn't, like Luke Skywalker. But if the blast shield is down, I can't see. How am I supposed to fight?
Right, yeah.
And they're like, well, they intentionally didn't have her say it verbatim.
Well, yeah, but like I understand the not saying how am I supposed to fight because she really wasn't fighting a remote. Is that what Luke called it
Yeah.
in episode 4? But like, it's just
It's like, come on, it's a wink and a nod to the audience. Can we just
wink,
people just
wink, wink,
relax?
nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Yeah, people just need to chill.
But boom, that was.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Did I
Yeah.
share that? I shared that, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope I don't get
She pulled the
hope I don't get
maneuver.
the holdo maneuver,
Mm-hmm.
hyperspace. So it's not really the holdo maneuver.
No.
It's the witch sitch. Like I don't.
There we go again, though.
That
The most
guy's-
dangerous thing to an X-wing's another X-wing.
Just smacking each
Right?
other.
Yep.
You should bail out.
Cole Carson's fine after
Yeah.
that
He's cool.
thing, and I
Yeah.
think I think we
I have a feeling that Hera's gonna get in trouble for like
So, yeah,
losing
so
an entire
there's-
squadron of X-wings. It's not her fault,
right.
but she's gonna get blamed. Like those are
Mhm.
expensive T-67s or something. I don't know. They're like the new.
Just
Right?
the thing.
So I'm just
Actually, I don't think they're the newer ones. Those ones show up into the sequel.
Here. Oh.
like this right here.
Uh-huh. I've got a bad feeling.
I've got a bad feeling. Not about this though. Like he could have said the whole line and it wouldn't have been totally out of whack. And it's
Nope.
not a line that's specific for one character.
Nope.
Like Han says it, Lando says it,
Oh,
He's a child.
Obi-Wan says it, I
He
think,
doesn't
doesn't he,
use
at
all
one
his
point?
words.
But
does he?
I thought
Leia says it, right?
Oh yeah,
Leia
Leia.
says
But it's like I was just I was right. I was just thinking when Obi-Wan, like after the
No, Leia says it at one point.
after Alderaan
Yeah,
gets
that's
blown
what I'm
up though, Obi-Wan's like,
Mhm.
but it wasn't a bad feeling about
No,
this.
he
It
doesn't.
was
He
just,
just says the
it was just
feeling of
that was-
the black extinguished. Yeah.
and suddenly silenced.
Yeah.
This would have been a
That's-
cool arc. All these episodes could have been like a first like mini movie,
You know,
stitched together.
I
Maybe
really-
somebody will do that. Fan editor. Or
I really think that Disney is kind of missing it. Like they're all. It's pretty clear with the writer's strike and everything that Disney
He
and
needs some box office.
like they need the money return. Put these shows that they're made, the Marvel stuff, Star Wars stuff, whatever. Put them in a movie, edit them down into a normal movie runtime, and put it in the theater. And then if people want to see the expanded versions, you subscribe to Disney Plus. There you go. You know,
I don't know how much money they're making in
it's-
the theaters anymore. Theaters get a cut.
but they would make some money as opposed to
They must be making enough because they're definitely pushing for get back to the theaters.
yeah, then I mean it's gonna be like 5 years to the next Star Wars movie.
right. Totally.
Kind of like that time.
Yeah.
It's the dark times before the Empire.
But you know, I've got a bad feeling.
I've got a bad
I've got a
feeling.
bad feeling.
So we're almost done with this episode.
Mhm.
Oh, how long was the runtime on it? I guess we'll check at the end.
It's
It's a lot. I felt like a long one, like a decent.
it was like 40 something minutes.
It's good. I don't like 30-minute episodes. It's got to be at least 45. Like last
Well,
the previous
it
episode
was
felt
like
really
35.
short.
Actually.
The previous episode just felt like the prologue to this episode.
right? So we got this. That's clearly the waterfall. I
Mhm.
mean, not the waterfall, but like the coastline. And then
Yeah, this one
so
tripped me out,
I'm just
like,
clicking in and out,
visually-
so we're not
What they
risking
visually
this.
did with this one.
But like, so there's passed out Ahsoka,
This kind of reminds me of
and then
the
like
sequel
right
trilogy
here is
Rey.
where it goes kind of weird because
she's floating.
when she starts moving, it's clear that she's not in the water anymore. At least not regular water. And then we get the first look. I gotta do a little pause there and bring it back in. The first look at what I'm assuming is the world between worlds. No, is that what that is?
Oh yeah, I mean definitely. That's what
'Cause,
we've seen
live
it a
action.
couple times in Rebels.
Right.
Remember when Palpatine like was opening a window there and like he sees, I think it was Ezra or Ahsoka, I can't remember who. And it's like he's getting spied on like a peeping Tom. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what are you doing?" Like that was hilarious. But then we got a cameo here, which is
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Mysterious
I wasn't
voice.
expecting it.
The other
I
thing,
knew
the
he
first
was
thing he
gonna be-
says,
Yeah. What was it? Hey, Snips.
"Hey, Snips."
Yeah.
See you so soon.
Yeah.
But I probably shouldn't show that guy though, right?
Just know who that.
Like if y'all at home don't know who that is,
Yeah. Don't go on Twitter or like don't Google the show. So
but yeah, that's kind of
If they're watching this
We
review
are-
of the episode, they've
I was
seen
gonna
the
say
episode.
we're at
yeah.
20. How many
I would hope-
hours after?
Stop now, go watch the episode, and come back and
Right
Yeah.
after. Right now. Like yeah.
Yeah. Go away, watch the show.
Take
This
it back
is a
right now.
major- We can't talk around this. You're gonna have
No.
to discuss
Right.
This is a
Yeah.
big deal.
All right. So I guess I will just let that go just a little bit.
One of the confusion was why
Wait, what?
is he de-aged in this and not in Obi-Wan series?
Yeah. Right.
If they're all about consistency and they de-age him in,
Well,
in
no.
Return of the Jedi, he's de-aged. He's not de-aged, but
Well,
he's younger.
Obi-Wan is before.
He does look.
He's not dead yet.
He looks like the AI broke down during the de-aging process.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not the greatest
No.
looking Hayden Christensen DH, but I guess it's good for
Closer.
the end of a Disney Plus show that is just going to, like,
What, you don't think the next episode?
well, no, but it's just like
you're talking.
it's like this is all we're gonna get. It's like this, and then
That,
you know,
that's pretty.
I'm
That's
letting,
a brutal
I'm letting it
tease.
play out, and it's just gonna go
That's it.
boom.
Wow.
Vader theme plays.
Yeah, like
we were gonna discuss that choice.
Really?
yeah,
I didn't hear that. I didn't notice
It
that when I
did.
watched it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go
absolutely
watch
did.
it
it
again.
does. It goes into the just the not the whole Imperial March thing, just the little
On a
4
piano?
or 5 note. Like I can't play the audio, or I would.
No. Out of
Can you
all,
hum it?
out of all the episodes
I don't know.
of any show in recent memory, like this is a rewatchable episode. I'm gonna go back.
Totally.
The sound was amazing. The lightsaber fighting.
I can't remember which notes it
The
was.
forest
It was
was
like
gorgeous.
it wasn't
with the red. Just a beautiful episode.
It was.
High fives all around to the
Yeah.
Lucasfilm.
Yeah, Lucasfilm, the director, especially the music, Kevin Kiner is just nailing it.
I don't even know if we mention other YouTube channels like
like what?
What's Theory's buddy, the one guy. He's like, it saved Star Wars or whatever. It's like,
Oh,
well,
I don't participate with Josh anymore. Yeah, no.
like you guys have been dubbing on Star Wars so much, and then all this one episode
Yeah.
turns you around. It's like,
No,
I mean, it's easy pickings.
I've been kind of out of the Star Wars YouTuber loops. Even the couple channels I subscribe to, I've been watching their stuff very carefully, and that's Santa making Star Wars and Star Wars Meg. And
Well, it's
But
fine. I
here's
think
the
it's good
thi-
because it doesn't contaminate your views.
Yeah,
Right,
That's what I was about
Yeah.
to say. Is that like part of when I save the toxic stuff I say, it's because I've read it and it's in my head like a brainworm. I don't really believe this stuff, but I do find it funny sometimes.
No, I just
Like,
laugh when I read this because a
It's
lot of them make their show that are based on just hating Star Wars because it gets some clicks and everything.
Yeah.
And I actually get that. But some of the stuff that I see, like the complaints, they're like, they're just like
Right.
digging so deep because like I don't know
Should have
why.
been-
Well,
royalty
it's because there's
back.
not
What?
really
Sabine
anything.
fights
to-
like a
Why don't
girl.
we-
It's like
Why don't we have
Is it?
computer old Mon Mothma that we
Like,
saw
I
in the
don't
first one? Because
understand
we
what's
know what she
going
looks
on.
like in the original era. Like, that's what she's supposed to look like. Like, I don't care. Like, she's been great.
just
as-
finding anything to hate.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
But I
don't
do-
watch the show. Just don't watch it
I will mention the dagger
because this
in
is some of the
future. I apologize.
some of the best Star Wars that we're getting right now.
It is.
You can
No.
complain about anything.
yeah.
else,
Disney
like,
Plus Star Wars has been exceptionally better than box office Star Wars, with the exception of
That's true.
Rogue One,
And now we're
maybe
getting
maybe Solo,
we're getting.
but that's just my
Filoni.
biased
I
opinion.
like Solo. I know a lot of people didn't. But Filoni is doing a great job with this show. Like I want to see what the next episode is. That's
Yeah.
a good sign. Like you want to see what's gonna happen next.
Totally.
So we have to wait till next Tuesday to see what's
Yeah.
going on.
I can't wait till next Tuesday. It's gonna be
Like, I
great.
can't even imagine what's gonna.
Uh,
Like, how are
I
they
will.
gonna-
I will mention
When
that
are we going to see
after.
Thrawn? At the
after-
very end of the season?
Well,
Or what's
Dave
your
Filoni's
thought?
directing the next one, so expect
Oh.
big things.
That's the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I wanted to ask.
That's
this
what
on
I read.
camera.
Okay.
How many episodes are we getting this season?
8.
Oh, so that was the halfway.
So we're
point,
halfway.
so-
Yeah, that's the
That's
halfway
what-
point.
So this is like the halfway season finale almost.
Right.
That's why it
Wow.
was such a big one.
It was the shakeup. Like if you're going by
Yeah.
like the story cycle, it's
So-
trying to like make the turn.
So yesterday, obviously we're doing the show a day late. I was at Disneyland, and on the Smuggler's Run ride, the Hondo Naka robot was down. So that made me start thinking, at least in the room that we went in.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a bunch of different cockpits you could go into. But I'm thinking, do you think we're going to see maybe Hondo help out the Rebel fleet getting to where we need to go?
Why would Hondo have any way?
I don't know,
to another
he's-
galaxy.
Because he's a pirate. He might know where some Purgles are.
Yeah.
If you can harness a Purgle, you
I mean,
can
they
make
know
that jump.
they know the Purgles on that planet that on Cetos. They don't need.
Well, I guess, but
that's like their planet.
yeah,
Well,
why
it's
the
their
teams are there.
migrational point. Like it's a
Yeah.
migrational point.
it's a
Yeah.
it's a.
It's
yeah.
like a coastal.
You know
like
what? I was just
But
thinking. This.
Hondo and Ezra are kind of butts,
Okay,
so-
so we saw the Purgles swimming through the atmosphere of the planet.
right?
So I'm thinking that planet probably has a very, very, very big atmosphere. Like it's not necessarily a gas giant, but I think it's dense gas. Because
Okay,
if
that makes
Purgles are
sense.
swimming through it, and we got like ships like flying through the top of it, like,
Like,
just
what do
hanging
you-
on it. We're
What,
talking nearly
what do Purgles feed on?
good vibes.
Like that
man.
could be
Good
like what
vibes.
whatever the atmosphere is made of is like what they
Mhm.
need to ingest to do their
Migration.
migration stuff. So
So what are the chances that Ahsoka saddles up a Purgle and rides?
it's gonna be something like that. I think
You think it's
oh,
gonna be something
because
metaphysical?
they're in the right place.
We've
She's
seen.
probably gonna find
I
out
mean, how
where
did-
to go through the world between worlds. That's where she is right now,
How
and
did-
Anakin's gonna help her.
I'm no expert on Rebels, but how did Ezra get to the other?
okay. So at the end of Rebels, Ezra
Fighting Thrawn.
uses his animal control horsepower stuff to call the Purgles to his aid, and with their tentacles and stuff, basically grabs Thrawn's Star
ship.
Destroyer, and they jump, and Ezra and Thrawn are on the bridge of the Star Destroyer when it jumps into hyperspace.
Yeah, and
So-
they're on a planet with a bunch of Purgles.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
So
maybe the
it's-
ghost will be going to the other galaxy. We don't
yeah.
know.
with the help
Ooh,
of a Purgle.
maybe. Well, I mean, Ahsoka's still around. She doesn't have that control the animal thing.
Mhm.
Maybe Jason Syndulla does.
Oh,
Maybe,
yeah.
right, because
His dad was a Jedi.
His dad was like, "You need to go to this planet and hang out here with these neutral, like force sensitive."
I was
things."
Yeah.
I was thinking
Like-
how funny would it be if we in the next episode or maybe a couple episodes from now they're doing the Purgle to go into the other galaxy and they look to the left and they see Grogu in the back of that
Oh,
scene
right.
where
That's the where
Grogu
Grogu sees the Purgle
yeah,
shadow
like,
in the
freaks out a little bit,
hyperspace.
like freaks out a little bit because I mean who wouldn't freak out at space whales?
Mhm.
You're like, am I having hyperspace psychosis right now?
No, yeah.
But then you see the other angle, and it's like them shooting by because who knows what time is relative time is on
Yeah.
in hyperspace.
And that's like slightly different than hyperspace. That's hyperspace.
Yeah, they're on a whole another plane of existence.
You mean like plaid?
Plaid? I was
Yeah.
thinking it. I was thinking it. I didn't say it, but yeah, they're going
precisely. Yeah.
Ludicrous speed. Go.
Well, A plus, 9 out of 10 for me on this episode.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's right up there. We got a handful of lightsaber fights.
Mhm.
No space flights really, but we did get space fights, not flights. I
Mhm.
might have misspoke there.
Yeah.
We got both.
We got a little bit of space, but no real combat.
Yeah, no combat, just some X-wings and
crashing into
and
each other
a hyper,
exposition,
yeah, some explosions, but no.
I mean, if this was in a theater, people would be cheering. Like, this
Yeah.
epic lightsaber. Like I was saying, like they look so good with the colored light in their faces. Like, man, they
Mhm.
just nailed everything.
Yeah, I mean, even though
Samurai
the
style.
spinny lightsaber blade was only momentarily, it still looked hella cool.
That was another complaint that I saw. People were like, "It's too much like a samurai movie." Like they're just like,
It was-
"Oh my god!"
It was too
What do
much
you
like
want?
the inspiration for the series,
Right?
Like,
the entire Star Wars
universe.
is samurai.
Yeah, it's a samurai western. Come on.
Yeah, it's like go watch
I
Hidden
think-
Fortress and figure out that there's like literally C-3PO and R2-D2 there.
right.
Like there's like two.
Like the little the relief, the comic
Yeah.
relief guys. I think they don't like they've been hating so much they don't even know what they want anymore. Like even if they saw what something.
No,
that
they
wanted.
love to hate.
They want pure nostalgia to like just drip into their brains, and it's not gonna happen because it's become like a certain level of jaded at this point, and
I
you're never gonna get those feels that you had when you first saw.
If you didn't like this
Empire
episode, like
Strikes
I don't
Back
even
when
know
were a
what
kid,
you
know?
what you want.
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
Wars
If you're not happy with Ahsoka yet, go watch something else.
Because that's what I think of though. Like this is
somebody
The
said
Little Mermaid
Star
came out.
Trek's
Go
over
watch
there.
that.
This isn't super sad, but it's also like the low motive, like the low of the arc. Like it's not like we're gonna go fucking kick some ass in the other galaxy. It's like no, like Ahsoka just got her ass kicked.
Yeah.
Sabine questioned her like role in it and lost the map. So
So-
it's very much like a down thing. Like
Prediction.
No, this is like the Empire Strikes Back of the series.
Are we gonna
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
Are we gonna see the other side, or we're gonna see when they come back? Like, are we gonna actually see the other galaxy?
Yeah, they have.
We know that they're not gonna beat Thrawn in this series, though,
No. Thrawn will. I
Because
would imagine
movie.
Thrawn will make it back to
right? Because we want
his normal.
Because he's been mentioned
Galaxy.
in Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah,
and
But they
there's
kept
the
asking,
talk of
where
a
is he? Where is
Filoni
he?
movie. based
Maybe he
off-
doesn't make it back. I don't know. Who knows what's
Who knows?
I can't wait to see where this goes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And if, like you said, Dave's directing the next
I believe
episode,
he is.
It's gonna be bad.
it's gotta have Big Blue Guy in it. So
Mhm. That's what I hope. We
Yeah.
just don't get like little crippling at the very end. Like he walks onto the. That's it. Like I'd like to have a little.
oh, yeah.
If they're gonna have
the
some
little
people-
clip from the trailer where you're
Right.
like, it's
Some people said that you're gonna see him appear in the very last moment of the last episode.
Oh, okay, that would be okay. But you got to give us some meat, like what's to come, like still.
Yeah.
Especially since you basically put all the other characters like.
I hope we see a little. I hope we see him a little more. Of that.
Right.
Well, on that note,
Right.
I think that's
Yeah,
it.
should
Good
we
place.
Call it.
we should call it a day. Should we
get
get
the
should we get a little Rottweiler cameo in here or no?
I don't know how you would.
No.
Mm,
Next
Gonna
time.
knock over
Next-
all your
next
Next time.
microphones and-
Oh,
Let us know in the comments if you want to see a Rottweiler next
Yeah.
episode, and we'll try to make it happen.
He's a space Rottweiler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
space dogs.
Mhm.
But with
He's
that,
half man and half dog. He's a mom.
but with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and call it. May the force be with you. Like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff, and we're out of here.